Yo, what up guys, beside you here, the fragment fusion for Eostrid Dreamsong is finally in the game. Update your game and you'll find this champion chilling in the fragment portal, and you can obtain fragments of her from events and tournaments that are going on from today, the 4th of April, all the way till 17th. I think that's when it's gonna end, or that's when the last events are shown on the calendar. In this video, I want to take a look at the calendar, see if there's any hidden tips or tricks that we can use to make the best out of our resources that we'll have to spend to get these fragments for this champion. I'm sure by now you've seen some tests about her from people who are using the test server to tell whether she's going to be worth your time, or you just simply want to go for her as one of those champions you can have in your fragment summoning portal to get you some CVC points or for some champion chase points in the future. Either way, whether she's what you're going for as a Hydra champion or somewhere you can use in the new type of content, Soul Cross and all those other difficult stages that require specific champions, it's all up to you. I'm going for her because I just want to add her to my fragment portal right here, so she can become one of these champions that I have fragments for that I can obtain or summon in a future time. That's it. So what's going on? It's the first thing that we're seeing right here is starting with a champion training and a Fire Knight tournament. Take note, do not start your Fire Knight today. As usual, we always have to give this warning for those players who don't know this little tip right here, that if you wait until, here is the fusion calendar, right? Yes, if you wait until tomorrow when the dungeon diver starts, I'll put in this red mark right here, well, yellow, to see when the dungeon diver starts. That's the best time for you to start it. That's too big. Where is the dungeon diver? So it's just gonna be tomorrow. Just wait until tomorrow for this Fire Knight to coincide with this dungeon divers one before you start going crazy for that Fire Knight. For today, you can start using some brews in the tavern to start getting some champions to 20, 30, 40 and so on. In the tavern though, I might not want to go crazy in the champion training for today. So that's the first thing you want to take note about this fusion calendar for us is starting. We are looking forward to the champion chase, which also starts Friday the 5th tomorrow. Is there a 10x that is attached to it? I did not hear anything about a 10x in the content creator chat. Normally we see a summoning shard summoning that is usually attached to it. Has that been announced that I didn't know about it? No, I'm not seeing anything like that. Or they already have one going on till all the way to April the 5th, which is a Friday. This Friday, April the 5th, we are launching 2 events simultaneously. So April the 5th, which is tomorrow, is going to be a 2x to summon epic and legendaries from your ancient shards. So 2x on ancient, and then also a progressive chance event to get some Gnod, Kyoku and all those other crazy champions. So that's what is going to happen. So whether you like it or not, champion chase is the best time to summon ancient shards. So them making a 2x on ancient, let me see how many ancient shards I'm chilling with. It's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad one. Let's see how many ancient shard. You simply have to pull just enough to get your champion chase points. You don't have to go crazy, except you want a Gnot or some other crazy 15x progressive champions listed right there. I will be doing everything I can not to pull crazy amount of ancient, because guess what? Right after an ancient shard from Raid Shadowlands, we normally see, right after a 2x ancient, we normally see a guaranteed legendary event for pulling ancient. That type of thing comes up. So I would like to be at 200 before I start going crazy with my ancient shard. So do I have fragments to summon? I don't. So, but you might have some old fusions saved up, Relic Keeper, Broadmoor, or whatever you can do to get that champion chase points. For me, I'll be summoning my Remnant, and yeah, definitely not going to be touching my Primal for tomorrow's event. So watch out. I'll just pull just enough ancient shard that I need to complete the champion chase. That's it. Some people might say even go crazy with your mystery shards, but I don't mind pulling ancient for that event, as long as I know before the next legendary event, guaranteed legendary event from ancient, I'll be able to recoup the amount of ancient I spend on that. So that's the first thing I see on the calendar that I wanted to check out, because we have to be aware when you're pulling shards on that Friday of what you have to benefit from doing that, and that is a 2x on ancient. So I'll be pulling also from the new to pro and other accounts on that day, because those accounts are still looking for epics. So that's the first thing on the calendar, or the second thing. The first one was the Fire Knight tournament. The next one we have Classic Arena 1 Classic Arena 2, those ones are standard. You notice I'm ignoring the 10 extra fragments that is listed in this champion training and on this champion chase, because it's unreasonable to expect yourself to go for that. You cannot get that. But from what I'm seeing, they say 130 total and 20 is in the tournament leaderboard. So if you ignore this 20 right here, if I put that in red, I'm talking about the extra 10 now. You ignore both extra 10. You still have an extra 10 fragments that you can skip out on. And I'm already thinking artifact enhancement 3 in red that most people don't want to go for, as 5 extra fragments that you can skip out on, or dungeon divers 3 that most people don't want to go for. So put that in a big even bigger red, because if you can skip out on those 2, you still have your 100 fragments laid out for you. Remember, 55 fragments from, no, you can't skip 2 from one place, can you? I think you can. 55 fragments from the tournament, while you have 55 fragments from the events. Forget about the 20. So you only need 100. That gives you an ability to skip an entire 30. So that's a good one. It makes this champion fragment fusion extremely easy. I just noticed it. It makes it extremely easy. I don't know how many points the events and tournaments will be. That will always be harder. But in terms of how many things you need to do, then making it possible for you to skip out on 2 events, whether it's going to be events that has 5 fragments or just one event that has 10 fragments, it's going to be your decision. I don't see any event that has 10 fragments except champion training tournament. They also have a champion training event, so that one also have 10 fragments. So you might want to skip out on one long one that has 10 fragments, or skip out on 2 short ones that has 5 fragments that you don't want to go for. So that's going to be something that you have to decide on your own. For me, I don't like dungeon divers that comes in many times, especially this one that goes in with the ice golem, because I might be done with the ice golem, but dungeon divers is still going on. So let's just track it to see whether they coincide. The first one is already going with champion, with Fire Knight, right? The first dungeon divers is coinciding with Fire Knight. The second dungeon divers is coinciding with Spider. Yes, you can wait, or you can even start Spider in the first one and then proceed with it. So that's the first one. I just will want to look at the end before it ends. Then also this one also coincides with Dragon. Then that's double dipping in each of these dungeon divers, which is always a good thing. And then this champion training will coincide with this other third one. I don't know how I feel about that. Champion chase, champion and summon rush as usual. No crazy hero spots or no strange tricks in this one right here. So it's all straightforward. From all the farming you've been doing for Spider and Dragon, it gives you enough time to do artifact enhancement. With all those trash gear, you can cleanse it then. For this first artifact enhancement, after doing all this champion training and Fire Knight, you can do this first artifact enhancement. It's standard. So artifact enhancement 1 or 2 seems standard, but the last one, I don't like it, because that's going to be artifacts from Ice Golem, which I would not be farming a lot of. So that's why I might skip out on that last artifact enhancement 3, because I can skip out on 10 extra fragments from here. So that's what I'm thinking I will do for this fragment fusion. It's not that complicated. I think it's straightforward. I'm glad they made this one straightforward and easy to complete. If you are able to pick up extra 10 fragments right here, you even skip out on a lot more events. We always want to look at what we can skip before this event and go crazy on us. All right. For the events that I've already launched, like I said, I'm waiting for the dungeon divers to start 19 hours 15 right here before I go crazy in anything that is going on right now. All this other stuff, I did not touch it. Artifact enhancement, any other thing that is going on in raid, I did not do it because I was out of town. I just got back yesterday, and hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much and you didn't miss my videos too much. I did schedule some videos out, but they did not post. I had to log on after I had some network and post it by myself. So soul chase and all this, I did not touch any of this. Champion chase is coming up 17 hours, so I'll be pulling my shards, like I said, ancient shards, to see what I can get. For now, I'll be doing some champion training and wait until Fire Knight launches tomorrow with dungeon divers to start going crazy on it. Right. Let me know in the comments if you finally decided to go for this champion, or you're still on the fence whether she's going to be worth your time. It's a 2x ancient, so you already know you're pulling your ancient shard, especially if you're a newer player coming into raid. So Dreamsong, I don't know what people are saying about her. I'll watch some more videos, some test plays about her to see whether she's an MVP all of a sudden, or we're underrating her when she was first launched as a normal Hydra champion, debuffer and all that. But for now, base speed 105. I don't know. I'm still on the fence, but I'm definitely gonna get her to add to my fragment summon that I can summon on a different day. Is there any other crazy thing that is happening in raid? I don't think so. I've already done what I can for this mystic summoning. What is this new content? Ooh, they did release a patch, right? They did release a patch announcement. Let me see if there's any news worthy of announcing in that forum post that they just made. I'll drag it over here so you can see what Playroom says about this new patch, in case you missed out on all the other stuff. Impulse and Zeal sets are getting reworked. 12% increase to wearer speed, as well as 12% chance of reducing the random skill by 1 turn. Zeal now grants 20% increased crit damage as a gradual increase to damage depending on how HP is going. And then we already heard about the Queen Eva and the Minaya buffs that are coming. It's going to happen at this rotation or at this update. Once you update your game, it's already live in game as you watch this. And I might go rebuild my Minaya. I missed out on the gear, free gear swap. I missed out on it. I wasn't able to take advantage of it at all. And then some other bug fixes that they did. So that's the only 2 big things that was announced, or the only 2 big updates that was done: the fusion update and this. I thought there would be some other improvements. Bamboo's 4-leaf will now place sleep debuff on himself with any of his active skills. Bug fix, and all that. These are all minor, but you might want to read through them to see if any of them are going to fix an issue that you have been having in the game. They are also very important to read through. Nothing I want to look at. I just wanted to see if there's another big updates in there like before. All right, I'm back to posting videos on a daily. Today I just wanted to catch up on everything that is happening in raid, and and see if I can catch up all my other accounts, and including the ref accounts that I'm playing on, to catch up with everything that I've been missing out on. Hopefully I didn't miss out on a lot of big things, and I'm still in line to get the fusion. Check out how many energy I've been sitting on, because I was just logging in and claiming dailies and logging out. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a good luck with your fusion, and let me know if this plan helps you, or if you have any other different plan, or which event you think might be the best to skip for that 5 extra fragments or 10 extra fragments that you do not want to go for, so you can have 100 instead of 110 fragments. All right guys,